Joshua's been mentioned in this build-up a lot, obviously. A lot of people have been talking about the potential of Joshua fighting both. He's obviously on the outside looking in right now. Can't get in. Can't get into both of them. That's what's scary about Joshua as well. Before it was like he can't fight Wilder. Now it's like he can't fight Wilder or Fury. Frank Warren done an interview the other day, again with Rob Tebbett. Good interview. Go and check it out on Boxing Socials page if you've not seen it. And he said that Joshua won't get more than 40% if they were to fight both. What do you make of that statement?
That tells me that the fight's not realistic.
It's not going to happen, is it?
If he's serious about that, then tells me that the fight's not going to happen. Where have you calculated 40% for Anthony Joshua when you consider the amount of tickets he sells? And I don't understand. All right, maybe is it because he's got the loss? Is that why he's saying it?
I don't know.
Because
it means nothing.
It doesn't mean anything. I mean, Joshua is the cash cow of the heavyweight division.
Yes.
No doubt about it.
By the way, with a gap.
Yeah.
It's actually with a gap.
With a major gap.
Yeah.
Kind of like your football team to everybody else.
Liverpool to everyone else. It's that, no, honestly, it is that kind of big. He's that far in front. Not of everyone in boxing, obviously, because of Canelo, but in terms of the heavyweight division, it's easily the cash cow.
No one's doing those sort of numbers.
I mean, he looks at stadiums while people check arenas.
Yeah.
He's looking at stadiums on a consistent basis. So I'm actually got to a stage now where, and I was going to make a video about this yesterday, where I'm actually now fearful that Joshua versus Wilder or Fury will never happen.
And that's terrible news for boxing fans.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's always going to be a matter of what if, and it's a shame. Like Amir Khan and Kell Brook, Junior Witter and Ricky Hatton, fights that we've never got to see.
Yeah.
That's going to be one of them where we're like, I wonder what would have happened if Joshua fought Wilder or Joshua fought Fury.
And fans now go back and forth with each other saying, oh, this person ducked, that person ducked. We as fans know nothing about what goes on behind the scenes. Yeah. These fighters are definitely not ducking each other. These fighters aren't scared of each other. They're not built like that. Yeah. But it's just managers behind and promoters behind and TV necks and all those kind of people don't want these fights to happen. Yeah. And it's a shame.
I'm hoping it's just bold talk from Frank. Yeah, maybe because of what's been going on with him over the last couple of weeks, his fight is going over to
cheeky, innit?
Yeah, he's probably just
pissed off.
Yeah,
let's be honest, he's fucking pissed off with Eddie.
I would be too.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just fighting talk from him. We know Frank's like that anyway. So bit concerning though.
What about Joshua fighting Pulev? I mean, how big fight? Excited for it?
Don't set my pulses racing, if I'm honest.
Does it?
Never has. Even when it was announced the first time.
Yeah, like a couple of years back.
Yeah, it was never like, oh, because I've always thought Joshua would destroy Pulev.
Do you still think that, by the way?
Yeah, I do.
Even this version of Joshua now?
This version of Joshua now.
Yeah.
Pulev's got a good jab. I'm not underestimating him. But I just think he's made for Joshua. I think that Joshua would destroy Pulev. I don't think he's... Pulev, I'm not underestimating him. I want to emphasise that, but styles make fights. I just think Pulev, how's he going to beat Joshua?
No idea.
He's not going to beat him.
But I have to say, though, this is a new version of Joshua. That Joshua that I saw fight Andy Ruiz the second time round, that Joshua scares me.
I think
I'm not joking. That Joshua scares me. Yeah. I'm always thinking if someone lands, like honestly, like if you asked me a couple of years ago who would win Joshua versus Dillian, I said Joshua all day. Yeah. Now I'm thinking, I'll be a bit nervous for him.
But was he just using that style for Ruiz? But we have to look at it like this guy battered him 6 months prior.
Yeah.
Going in there straight away with the guy who battered him. He did what he had to do. I don't think Joshua's going to fight like that going forward all the time. I think he'll adapt his style where he needs to, but I think he needs a confidence fight in between. I think Pulev will be that fight.
How long are fans going to accept Joshua not fighting Wilder or Fury? And are they going to start to put the blame towards Joshua or Eddie Hearn?
I think some of them are already, aren't they?
Yeah, because Fury's in there, and everyone was like, oh, Fury's never going to do it. They negotiated that he's fighting.
Yeah.
What's going on? You're supposed to have the biggest promoter in the world. You've got the backing of DAZN and Sky Sports, financially powerhouses. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we're seeing Pulev and we're seeing Ruiz. We're supposed to see Jarrell Miller. Are we accepting this?
I don't even like talking about it anymore. When it was all going on, I was like, I didn't really want to get involved as to who was ducking who, but I was like, just every day I'd see, this person's ducking him, or like, this is the reason why. It's Shelley Finkel, it's Al Heyman, it's Eddie Hearn, we got proof here. After a while,
how tiring did that get?
Tiring, yeah. It just gets tiring, boring, and like, you just want to see some movement. You just want to see it happen. Even if that means no one talks about it, and they're just working behind the scenes, and then they just make an announcement. I'll be happy with that, but the constant back and forth in the media, and I think that these promoters know what they're doing too. I think they're playing up to it and for a little bit just to try and hype it up. But I just think they're going over the top now. We've seen many times, especially over the last year, with big fights not being made because fighters are losing.
Yeah.
Jamel Charlo with Jared Hearn, for example.
Yeah.
Both of those guys lost, and you know,
that would have been a great fight as well.
Would have been a great fight, but we can't. You know, they spoke about it too much, and then they both lost.
Does Eddie Hearn speak too much? And I love it, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say, Eddie, if you're watching this, I don't say shut up or anything. I like it.
Yeah.
But I growing up, I never knew what someone's purse was. I never knew anything. I never knew about offers on the table. Nothing. And I didn't necessarily care. But now, for some reason, we're starting to hear about fighters turn down this amount of money and that amount of money. I sent a text to that person. He's showing screenshots about Adrian Broner saying this and saying that. I wonder if fighters are like, well, just don't let people know what I'm getting paid. Just keep quiet. Let's negotiate. Don't call Shelley Finkel Shirley Winkle. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? All these things. I wonder if he's pissed a few people off.
Yeah. I think it's good for us to see.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
For us to see, but I mean,
that transparency, I guess.
Yeah. Like with the whole Jamal Charlo situation, like the text messages and stuff, I find that interesting.
Yeah.
Because even Jamal Charlo had to come out and then have to admit that he was like, yeah, he has texted me. Do you know what I mean? So I do like it, but I think for a big fight like this, I'm prepared for them to not say anything and just say, yeah, we're in discussions, can't talk about it, and then leave it at that, if that means the fight gets made.
I wonder if he fucked up a couple of years back when we know he offered, I think, Deontay Wilder 12 million to fight AJ at Wembley. I think people forgot that. And Deontay Wilder turned it down, and then we realised the split was something like 80-20 in Joshua's favour. I mean, you had the opportunity there and you fucked up. You were greedy. Yeah. Let's be honest. I mean, if you offered Deontay Wilder a 60-40 split, that fight happens. Yeah. You offered him a 20 split and it was like, what is this? And I think people have forgotten that. Like, Eddie Hearn could have made that fight if he was a lot more generous in his offer.
Yeah. I think they've got a reputation for being greedy.
Yeah.
And Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. And
AJ doesn't come across like that, but he obviously is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, like, because I mean, even after the loss to Ruiz, I heard him come out and say something like, you know, I just still deserve the lion's share. And I was just like, you know what, just sometimes just sacrifice that just for this fight, for the fans.
Yeah.
Just like, we know you earn a lot of money and stuff like that. But just for this fight, just, you know, if you really want to make that fight happen, sometimes you might just have to just sacrifice it.
Just sacrifice it and accept 50-50.
Just accept it. Yeah, it might hurt your pride a little bit, but at the end of the day, you're giving us what we want. And if you're really confident of beating him, then, you know, it just opens up the door for other opportunities. Gut
feeling, do those fights ever happen? Do you ever see AJ... I actually can't picture him anymore. There was a time a year ago where I could actually picture AJ Wilder, Wembley Stadium, and it being the biggest thing ever. Like, ever. Yeah. Now I can't even... I don't know why. I think my fear is that AJ would take another L. Yeah. I don't know why.
One of them will.
One of them will. And another L is bad. Yeah. It's bad for business. And I think that's it. It just kind of, I don't know, just makes it less of a spectacle.
Yeah.
A year ago, it was like unbeaten versus unbeaten, knockout artist versus knockout artist, American versus Brit, two massive guys. It had everything. Yeah. Now it's like,
Yeah. I'm trying to be optimistic.
Yeah.
I still think that it could happen. Pray to the boxing gods, people, and just hope that it does. But
I don't even know who they are anymore.
Yeah. I just think that possibly, maybe it could be when it's too late.
Yeah.
Similar with Mayweather Pacquiao.
Yeah, where it generates a lot of money, but in terms of the spectacle, it's like the worst fight ever.
Yeah, they would say, it's been a couple of years too late. It should have happened in 2017, 2018. And I'm still holding out hope.